Love in the ocean, but if you wanna go insane, either way, baby, we could go all night. We could do it all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead. We could go all night.
I've been calm, cool, collected, but you pushing on my nerves, and I knowing your intention, I'm under pressure. Okay, I'm admitting that a couple things I said got acidic in the tone, in the presence I get careless. Long as you know I come with imperfections. When you look at me, you see the soul through my flesh. You something special. Know you looking bomb the way you dress and gone. Flex and hold it still and let my mind digest. You got the leverage. You got the upper handle on the situation. You worthy of a million more of the storms that we weather. We fight, retreating, then fuck, but you trying to kill the cycle. When nobody's stressing that body like me, I know the way you like it. I treat you like a queen, run the castle.
We could do it all night. We could go all night. Love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane, either way, baby, we could go all night. We could do it all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead. We could go all night.
I've been calm, cool, collected, but you pushing on my nerves, and I knowing your intention, I'm under pressure. Okay, I'm admitting that a couple things I said got acidic in the tone, in the presence I get careless. Long as you know I come with imperfections. When you look at me, you see the soul through my flesh. You something special. Know you looking bomb the way you dress and gone. Flex and hold it still and let my mind digest. You got the leverage. You got the upper handle on the situation. You worthy of a million more of the storms that we weather. We fight, retreating, then fuck, but you trying to kill the cycle. When nobody's stressing that body like me, I know the way you like it. I treat you like a queen, run the castle.
We could do it all night. We could go all night.
Good morning, how you doing this morning? Yes, I got 700 subscribers. Yes, I appreciate everybody. Hey, Black, thank you for the intro. Okay, so I got my grandson who's sick over here. My other son just came home from school because the school said he's sick. This is crazy. But I did want to talk about because we had a good show last night over there on Chef Sapino's channel, and about the WNBA, and I just wanted to do some recap and just hopefully they get well soon. So I'm trying to do this show in an hour, so if they wake up, I can take care of them. I appreciate it. But I wanted to we did a show over there on Chef Sapino's channel last night, and it was a good show about hey BB Nice, how you doing this morning? Hey Quantum Medicine, how you doing this morning? We did a show about the WNBA and how the NBA is supplementing the WNBA. And I was just thinking this morning. Maybe they need to fire their marketing team. I really do think maybe that's the problem. They need to fire their marketing team. They need to, get in line and see what we scrap whatever their marketing team is and see what the NBA is. Because what you don't know is if the players think LeBron James money comes from LeBron James money just come from his contract. It doesn't. It comes from most of his endorsements that he has. And I think the WNBA is not endorsing. For me, is it's not endorsing the women, market them good enough. And do I think Brittany Griner will get paid because she will sell her Lifetime movie to Lifetime. She would write a book, but the WNBA won't get paid. And so I just say that I just think that they want more money. But when some of the players who are not that good in the NBA, they do go overseas and play basketball. Look, Stephon Marbury has a thing in China. He was good, but I don't know what happened, but he didn't fill out in the NBA, but he went to China, and man, he got to go. He got his own name in China, So the WNBA players are just not the only ones who are going to overseas to play to play basketball. Some of the other players who are playing in the NBA who are not making a lot of money, they play overseas too. Mm-hmm. The lesson for grinding is don't travel dirty in a foreign country. do they do their money? They make more money overseas. But they're complaining. But they're complaining. They want to share in the revenue with the NBA blacks. Okay, let's be honest and tell the truth. Are we buying the WNBA jerseys? Because I tell you, I ain't bought it. I don't know half of the. I know a couple of the WNBA players, but I don't know half of the team. I don't know who the girls are, and I know I'm not buying my son or my daughter a jersey. And then if I buy my son a jersey, we buying LeBron James, we buying Steph Curry, we buying. And if I buy my daughter a jersey, we still buy the guys. I'm sorry, that's just who I am. So I'm still buying the jersey of the guys because I just don't watch the WNBA. It's not exciting for me. It's not. The competition is weak, and the competition is weak. To be honest, is the competition. Let's be honest. The competition is weak for me. So I like watching the guys play. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by the storylines. I'm intrigued by just watching the guys play. Hey, Cheryl Berg, how you doing this morning? So I'm intrigued of watching the guys play. I'm not intrigued about watching the girls play. I really don't give a damn with them watching them play, and it's not interesting for me. That's probably the WNBA don't get half of the shine to the men. I think we should support them equally. Oh, okay, baby, nice. We support them. I can't even sit. I'm gonna be honest. I can't even sit for 15 minutes and watch the girls play because it's a little boring to me. So, how do you get the women? How do you get the support them equally when you think that I've been watching basketball since I was maybe 5 or 6. My dad watched basketball, wrestling, football. So I've been watching them with my brothers. In the competition, I always thought the girls was weak. And so I'm just saying, I ain't gonna sit there. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm not gonna be sitting there with me and my girls who love basketball with our guy friends watching the WNBA. I'll be like, it ain't challenging. I don't know. Maybe for me, it's the competition. It's the competition for me. So I don't watch the WNBA because it's the. I have watched basketball for so long. I know the competition is weak. Listen, I never knew how interesting watching women play football until I actually watch. Okay, so I don't watch women play football either. It ain't cute. It ain't fun for me, and I don't watch it. I love the guys playing football. Yeah, I'm a little different. I just love the competition. Even when it comes to now, do I love tennis? I love tennis. Tennis for the guys and the women. I love tennis. The competition for that is just like no other. And Serena Williams is my favorite tennis player, and she ain't no other. She the GOAT of tennis. I think she brought tennis up. But I still love Agassi, Pete Sampras, McEnroe, Connors. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm just not gonna watch the WNBA because it's just don't interest me. And so it just don't interest me. And so I think that when I hear them want more revenue and more this, if the NBA is already supplementing their money, man, how much the NBA is already taking a loss. Do you know it's only 12 WNBA teams? It's only 12 out of 30 teams. because we had one in Sacramento and they folded up because why? They wasn't making no money. So I'm just saying, y'all, they only been here, what they said, 26 years. And whoever marketing them is the problem. I think they should throw away their marketing team. Fire them. Good morning, Patricia Elliott. How you doing this morning? I think they should fire their marketing team. I really think they're not that good. That's just me. That's my own personal opinion. Now, hopefully this new season. And do you know the WNBA, they only played 36 games, which the men played 82 games, and then the men had to play the playoffs, and then they have the finals. So if they played 36 games, and if their first round of the playoff is 3 games, do you know the men played 5 and then they play 7? So it's not equal. It's just not. And so I just don't think that they should think that they're going to be Lisa Leslie said that she thought that they should be sharing in the revenue. They should be of the NBA. Hey, hell, Nixon, how you doing this morning? That the NBA players should stop gambling and give their gambling to the WNBA. She is tripping now. She is tripping, okay? And I'm not saying look, I love college basketball. Let me tell you something. I did watch, I'll tell you this, the UConn Huskies, the women on college, to me, I thought they was tougher than the WNBA because their coach had them girls ready to play every day. And so did I watch them? Yes, I watched the UConn Huskies. I watched the Tennessee when they had Pat Summitt was their coach, because they was a little different. And so I'm just saying, I do not think that the WNBA should be getting the NBA is already marketing. They need a better marketing strategy. I said the same thing, El Nissi. They need a better marketing strategy. Hey, Coolin, how you doing this morning? Hey, we on lock. I definitely think they need a better marketing strategy. That's why they over there struggling right now. If the NBA is over there, we over there struggling right now. We over there struggling right now. And so I definitely think that we should do that. So that's what my take was. But we had a great conversation on with Chef Shapino last night about it and how the NBA is losing money. The WNBA only has 12 teams because the one in Sacramento folded up. I'm not gonna lie. And to be honest, did I ever go to a WNBA for the Sacramento Monarchs? Hell no, I didn't. And now they don't build this new arena downtown. The tickets is too damn high. Okay, I'm just being honest. And I don't even like the Sacramento Kings. I ain't never like their asses. They sorry. Okay, they picked the wrong people, they picked the wrong players every year. So for some reason, I don't know who is on they picking their strategy of finding good players. They pick the wrong players every year. So I don't like the Sacramento Kings, and just because I live here don't mean I have to like them. So I'm just saying they need a better marketing strategy. Hell, they've been doing for years. The NBA organized that, giving them money to the WNBA organization still isn't the same. Yeah, so I just said ain't nobody going to them games. And when the NBA players do try to support them, here they get we give you your some of your gambling debts that help support the WNBA. Ain't y'all getting a paycheck every you only work 36 games according to the men. The men have 82 season. Not only do they have 82 games in the season, the men have they had the playoffs. They have they play 5. They play the first round of playoffs is 5. The second round is 7. Okay, and so they had to play through June because the NBA finals is through June. So and y'all only working 36 games. Girl, okay. And who buying y'all jersey? Because I ain't never bought my kid. I ain't never bought my son or my daughter a WNBA jersey. I didn't. I haven't. I haven't even won one. So, just asking, should the NBA keep supplementing the WNBA? And how do you get the fans in the seat? How do you get them in the seat if we're not really watching them? They said we want to have the money like LeBron James. I was like, do y'all know LeBron James have more of his money comes from his endorsements, not his contract? The sisterhood needs representation. I said that. I said whoever is marketing, maybe they should talk to LeBron James people, Rich Paul and all of them, because whoever marketing him, maybe the WNBA need to go over there and ask them how to represent them, because I don't never see the representation of the WNBA. That's why anybody know who that is. The average tickets for an NBA day is $100. The WNBA sits anywhere from $20. And that's why ain't nobody going to watch. Derek Watts and play the right, Larry Brown would say. What's up? I'm not watching because I like competition. I'm not watching because I like storyline. I'm not watching because I don't know who half of them girls are. But I'll tell you this. I know who John Morant is. I know who John Morant is. I know who Dondra Luca. I know who LeBron James. I know who Steph Curry is. I know who Draymond Green. I know who Klay Thompson is. I don't know any of them girls except Brittany Griner. And the reason I know who Brittany Griner is because I know she played for Baylor. Okay. So I don't know half of I don't know none of them women from the WNBA. So I don't know who they is. I don't know their storyline. I don't know their background. But I know Steph Curry got some siblings. They showed his mama. They show they don't did pieces on him. I know Draymond Green got married. I know LeBron James got a couple kids, like 3 kids. See, and he got a wife named Savannah. I don't know none of them girls at their history or their storyline or who they are. And so maybe it's a marketing strategy why we don't know who the hell they are. No, I'm not watching. I don't even know the women. Thank you. I was just saying that Miss Patricia Ellen. I don't know who the women are. They are, look, and last time I checked, I don't know who they are. I don't know none of them. I just don't know. So how am I supposed to be intrigued? Because I live in Sacramento, but Golden State is up the street up here, but maybe an hour away. So I know who the Golden State Warriors are. Okay, I know Klay Thompson. I know Klay Thompson have a daddy that played in the NBA. Okay, Steph Curry has a daddy that played in the NBA named Dale Curry. See, I know all them storylines. What do we know about the WNBA? I don't even know who their commissioner is. So I'm just saying, it obviously tells me if I know more about the men than the girls, it must be boring to me. When they begin the first time, I forgot what year it was, but Lisa Leslie, Rebecca Lobo, Cheryl Smoot was all right until I found out they was gay. Could that be the problem? Because you found out they was gay is that the problem, that they are gay women? Why sometimes the stands are not filled? Hmm. I'm just asking the question this morning. Folks will watch this upcoming season just because of no, I'm not. I don't care. I mean, I'm glad that Brittany Griner is home, but I'm not watching because she back playing basketball. Do I care? No, I don't. You know, I'm just asking. Could that be the problem? Okay, could that be the problem, that why we don't care about um, could that be the problem why we don't care? Um, hold on 1 minute. Hey Derek, can you come up here for a minute? And I make a real phone call, because can you come and help me, Derek, real quick if you can? I will appreciate it. I think my one of my kids schooled on call. So if you can come up here and help Andrea, so I can make this phone call real quick, Derek, if you got some time. But I don't know. Could that be the problem? That Britney, that is because it's gay. I don't think that's a problem. I'm just thinking that the competition is weak. That's just my own personal opinion. The competition is a little weak, and if the WNBA, if the WNBA, if the NBA is supplementing the WNBA, when are they gonna have to stop doing that? I'm at work. Okay, when they gonna have to stop doing that, because they're gonna keep getting into the red, because they're not making no money. And if the NBA ticket costs $100 for the men and the women only cost 20, who is supplementing their money? Hmm. I'm just saying. Chelsea Gray is gay, but she's balling. Okay, I mean, she's balling on the status of the WNBA. Is she balling on the status of the men? I'm just asking, because she's balling on the status of the WNBA of the women. She's not balling on the status. Hmm. She ain't balling on the status of the competition in the men. Because I tell you this: if you put UConn up against the WNBA women, I believe UConn, the college team, can beat them. The competition maybe a little different. That's just my own personal opinion. So maybe they want to share in revenue. They want to share this. They want their season is bargaining. The reason is they only have 36 games, because it's in their contract. They only have 36 games. Why the men play 82? Why the men play the first round of playoffs? Why the men play in June, late June? Hmm. Just saying. That could be the problem, because that Americans don't like gay people. Yes, I I think that could be the problem. But I'm just being honest, for being a spectator, for my own. I ever went to a WNBA game? No, I haven't. But I went to the guys, since they are putting a new arena out here. It costs too much damn money to go to a game, but that's okay. I grabbed it about the game. But I just say, I just say, it ain't that good. Oh, Derek, can you put the link in the chat for We Unlock, please, if you don't mind? Um, um, I will say they need a better marketing. They need a better marketing to help the girls. They need a better marketing strategy to help them. And they get a better marketing strategy. They might could be a difference. Just for me, I just think that it could be. you know, a better marketing, a better strategist. I think could be better. You know, could be better to get everything done. Hmm. So, you know what? Let's see. Good morning, Victoria Shea. Good morning, Derek.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out and respect due to the mighty Andrea Lynch. How you, young lady?
I'm doing good this morning.
Okay, well, bless you. Yeah, I put in your chat a short that I did
Hmm.
regarding Brittany Griner. Lesson for the day, people. Don't travel overseas and you know you're dirty. You know the American government does not like, the Russian government does not like our current president, and anything anybody does is going to be blown up. So all that is on Brittany Griner. Every bit of it. Don't travel overseas dirty, just like they tell us in this country. Don't drive drunk. You have nobody to blame but yourself. Now that I got that part out the way, with regards to the WNBA, yes, the league would have folded had not the NBA got behind them. But it was founded in 1997, if you remember, with Dawn Staley, let me see, yeah, Dawn Staley, Lisa Leslie, and other players, Jennifer Azzi, just to name a few, because they were so strong during the 1996 Olympics that that prompted the league to want to try to build up a women's brand. Now, prior to the WNBA being formed, you had the American Basketball Association. Dawn Staley was with them, and you had a whole bunch of other talented females that would have had to go overseas, but they played in the American Basketball League. That folded after the WNBA came online in 1997. Myself, I just like the sport. If you're, and actually, let's go back in history. James Naismith originally founded basketball with the females. Females were playing basketball first. So let's not forget, let always, everything has historical precedent. James Naismith, with his peach basket, came up with the concept of basketball, and women were actually playing that game first. All right. But be that as it may, you know what James Brown says, it's a man's world. Everything now is, you know, boxing, football, hockey, baseball, you name it, tennis. Everything is predicated off the men, even bowling, cornhole, all this stuff. And women have been brought along, but you have stuff like Title IX. You had the Title IX, whereas women could play sports and they don't be discriminated against because they're women. But I also understand that women and society at large really don't like women to be sweaty, really don't like women to get their heads knocked off a la they boxing or something like that. And then you add in the fact that, you know, in many respects, you know, a lot of people are homophobic. Myself, I look at homosexuality as being anti-human, but I don't think you should discriminate against gay people because they gay. But that, you take all that off the table. They ball. Chelsea Gray, I forgot the woman's name. Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. But it's so Jennifer, not Jennifer, what is it? Well, I'll just say Chelsea Gray, DeWanna Bonner, Deanna Stewart, Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi. You got so many that are actually doing their thing. They actually playing basketball the right way. And if you're a fan of the game, you can appreciate what they do. But I know that most stuff is predicated off what the men do. They're going to generate everything. As a matter of fact, the NFL own it all. The NBA ain't even close to revenue generating as the National Football League. The NBA wish they could be that big. So, you know, so it's something to be said about that. All this comes down to what you like, man. All this is preferences. And no, I'm not in a tunnel. I'm in a stairwell because I ain't want nobody to see me. But see, if I step outside this door, then you can hear me well. Salute to Victoria Shea and salute to your chat. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say, hostess. I think, me personally, I think people will probably look at some of the games early in the season just to see how being locked up affected Brittany Griner, because if you remember, Muhammad Ali lost 3 years out the ring for
Yes.
his stance against the Vietnam War, and I'm quite sure when he came back to fight, I'm quite sure the ratings were quite high for Ali's first couple of fights. All right. Okay, salute to We on Lock Nation. That's why we have dialogue, my man. We can always agree to disagree. Well,
Can you put
that's my standard. You feel free to feel how you is, but that's just where I am with it. So I think that um we'll actually see whether or not the ratings go up for a few games anyway, just to see how Griner does after she had got locked up. But clearly it's a story and ain't nobody gonna forget this. So I'm of the opinion that the first month or two of the season that the Phoenix Mercury play, folks will be locked in and looking at them, and it will be media coverage, especially that first game. So so that's pretty much all I want to say. And thank you for allowing me on your platform. All right.
can you put the link in if we allow Derek, if you don't mind?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
So give me like 2 minutes. I'll drop it in a moment.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, salute to your chat.
Bye bye. Hopefully, this bring clarity for Phoenix. But I still think the marketing is wrong for the Phoenix team. Uh, I will, yeah, yeah. I think that marketing team, if they can get their marketing team better to help their team, it might be, if they can get their marketing better to help their team, it might be get their marketing team to help, but if the WNBA is supplementing if the NBA is supplementing the WNBA and they want more money and sharing the revenues, the dude asked last night, Mr. O said, who is buying the WNBA jersey? I don't really see WNBA jerseys. My son said, ain't nobody buying them jerseys. I'm just, you know. So we unlocked the link is in the chat for you. So ain't nobody buying their jerseys. I'm just saying, who is buying their jerseys? Nobody's buying their jerseys. Nobody is buying their jerseys. Nobody is, really, we're not. We're not buying their jersey. We're not. Mm. Just Andrea talk on my comment. Okay, what was your comment? Let me see. What was your comment? Okay, okay. You're right. In case you haven't heard, we're going overseas. Right. In case you haven't heard, we're going overseas was in the contract. I said, "Oh my God, yes, yes, they go. They have to go overseas because the money that they're not making as much money." So, do I think that some of the WNBA are living above their means? I'm just asking because if Brittany Griner goes to overseas every year, and she is one of the top players in the WNBA making money. If she going overseas every year, it's not it's not working. The StreamYard's not working. Um, Try it one more time. We all out. They put it in there again. If she going overseas every season, okay. Hey, we unlock. How you doing?
Hi, Andrea. How are you?
Yes,
Okay. Um, Brittany Griner. She's gonna get a
yes.
standing ovation the moment she hits that court, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a possibility that they're gonna have women and men come into that arena wherever she's at to support her.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down. But there's a reason why the WNBA and the NBA are doing significant. Well, they're just splitting in numbers. And it's
Yes.
all about the numbers. So I can tell you that in this year, or in 2022 of this year, that the average athlete's salary, the average person or the biggest star, I don't know who the biggest star is, makes over $100,000. $100,000. And I think that, I'm sorry, that's the average player. The
Okay.
average NBA player makes over an average of $100,000 versus the average NBA player makes over 8 million. $8
Hmm.
million dollars. It is
Hmm.
significant. What they made this year is, I say, 10.3 million dollars in climbing, which
Hmm.
WNBA makes, I would say, cut off 10 or cut off 4 times as that.
Hmm.
And there's a reason for that. It's not that people don't want to see competition. This is all about competition. Everybody wants to see competition. Everybody wants to see LA versus New York, or
Yes.
if it's the Sparks, or if it's the Lobos, or all those other teams. I don't even know what we have here because I don't even go see them. I told my daughter we were actually going to go see a game, and we can get tickets in here in Las Vegas for cheap. But the thing about it is, it's the same thing. Of course, you're gonna they're athletic. I'm not saying that they're athletic. I'm not saying that they're not talented, but I kind of follow what Shaq said. I thought he was just playing around. I thought he was just playing around when he said lower the rim, and one of the NBA players took offense to that. I look at it now. I said, maybe, just maybe, if you lower the rims, the average NBA player is like what, 6'9", 6'10". Maybe they can start dunking. They can create dunks, because this is all about the NBA. What they produce, dunks every night. John Morant can jump up out the gym, and he's 6'2", 6'3". He can jump up out the gym. I've never seen a point guard from the WNBA jump up out the gym like he could. Because it's just all about how it's constructed. It's all about how it's just is what it is. You're never gonna see in NFL, a woman in the NFL playing how these NBA or these NFL players are playing. You're never gonna see that. You're never gonna see a contact, when it comes to a contact sport, a a collision, a colliding collision contact sport of women. You're never going to see that. However, you can see boxing. I can see boxing. I respect Layla Ali. Layla Ali is number one, hands down, one of the greatest female boxers ever. Now, I would say she kind of was ducking Ann Wolf, but that's a different story for a different day. Other than that,
Hey,
um,
300.
the one chick from Flint, I forgot what her name was. She's a Michigan native. Shouts out to that girl.
Hmm.
And she can hit, and she can box just bad as the rest of them.
Hmm.
But this is how the world works. And shouts out to people who support the WNBA. One of them
Yes.
one of them happens to be Kyrie. Kyrie gave up money
Yes.
to the WNBA. And
Hmm.
and and I don't believe it was LeBron James, but it was a plethora of us who gave up money to the WNBA in a support to the WNBA. But you got W. Do you realize you have WNBA in on a video game?
Mm.
It's on the NBA 2K. If you go to if you're a video game guru and you pick 2K, you're going to see the WNBA on there with all the teams, all the labels. You name them, they have them. That's their market. They're trying to get up. It's trying to create a marketing strategy, but you can't create a marketing strategy if they keep doing the same old things. I remember the Rebecca Lobos.
Yeah,
I
yeah, me too. I remember them. I remember them because they play for UConn. So all I'm saying is maybe the NBA need to have a different strategy. The WNBA need a different strategy to get people in the seats, to get people to buy the jerseys. I just think that's the reason if they want to share profit of the jerseys, because they was mad because they said they're not getting no money when it's, but who buying your jersey? Like my son has a LeBron James jersey. My other son has a Steph Curry
you're on the
jersey.
cereal box. You're on the cereal box. You're on the Cheerio box. You're on the Wheaties box. You were just came off of a movie. In what was it? Space Jam with LeBron James.
Yes.
I mean, like I said, you're on the video game. I mean, what more do you? We don't know what else more what they can do. I don't know what else more they can do. Continue to raise money, but again, the attraction, the dunking, the fadeaway pass, the I can't even name it's can't even names. It's just so much. The crossover. Maybe they can start crossover. I've never seen not one single crossover. I have never seen that one. Well, anybody that's 6'9" to 6'10", which Brittany Griner is 6'10", she can dunk. But it's just one. It's just this
300
single.
said the NBA need to market the WNBA better. There's no reason why their players have to go to other countries to make a living during the off season. Hey, chef.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Peace, love, and light. What up? We unlock. What's going on, family?
My name is not We On Lock. My name is Shaq. How are you?
Right. We O'Neal.
Oh, okay.
We O'Neal. What up,
Remember,
Andre?
remember 300 the WNBA only they only played 36 games. The reason they're making money because they got in that contract, it said they can go overseas, so they're making their most money overseas.
Right. So even the WNBA players, just to speak to that point,
yes,
in terms of the collective bargaining agreement, one of the things that was written in there was the fact in terms of the schedule, because the rate that they were being paid, the schedule had to give them the opportunity to get outside income, which would mean playing overseas, playing in another league internationally. So this was a concession so that you don't stretch it out. Let's make believe it wasn't 36 games, and let's make believe you add another split 36 is 18, add another 18 games, right? You add 18 games, or say 27 games. What that does is stretches the season, but it doesn't truly provide them with all of the finance. Why? Let's talk about the why part. One part of the why is this. When it comes to what we do with these leagues, these are private companies. A whole bunch of these teams are not actually corporations that are publicly traded, like, Green Bay Packers and stuff. Mm-hmm. These are private corporations. But now, cascade that view onto the international community. Many of those teams are actually owned by their country. They are owned by their state, their province or provincial, leadership, owned by their city. So when there's more, but it's the truth. That's why when they talked about the Olympics and all of that stuff, we were not just playing against regular old folks. We were playing against employees of that particular country where they had the country's budget funding them. So their bread, they get better bread out there. They could spend less time because remember, with the playoffs, especially when it comes to women's basketball internationally, right? They don't have the playoff system that we have where you have 5 games, or 3 games, 5 games, and 7 game playoff. No, it's single elimination. It's single elimination. So they get more money for less work out there. Remember, Brittany Griner wasn't just some American that went out there on some bullshit. She played for the Russian team. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, but why would she do? Why would she figured that she was going to get away with what she got away with?
Okay,
That
so
that
let's
part I
talk
don't get.
about it. Let's talk about it. Let's state. Here's one thing that we have to state, and I want to make sure, especially when I do political talk on my friend's channel, I want to make sure I keep her safe. So let's state this. If you listen to the news and you hear what they state, even though we are at a time of peace, if you notice, certain news organizations will state that we are at WAR with a particular country, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Why is that? Because right now, even though technically we're not, what it is that we support the people that they are at WAR with right now. So you really think that this was the first time that she took that to that country, bro? She plays for their team. She plays for the team over there, my brother. So what I'm stating is that this whole situation involving her was utilized. If you understand the KGB, if you understand the Kremlin, if you understand how they work, they already knew. Right.
I get it. I
Yes.
get
It's
it.
just like the feds here. If they can know you doing something, they can know you doing something dirty, but they're going to just sit back and chill
The only
until they
difference is
need to get
the
at you.
rules. The only difference is the
Right.
rules.
Right. You know, she could get that out there also. She could get anything you could get here, she could get out there. So what I'm stating is that they already knew all of this to me, because I remember months back, Andrea asked me a couple months back, she's like, what do you think is going to happen? I told her they're going to sentence. She's going to get convicted and they're going to sentence her to a long term. This was in the when it first happened. You
Yes.
remember, Andrea?
Yep, I sure did.
She said, "What? What'd you think?" I said, "Oh, don't worry. Here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna." She's like, "You think they're gonna do such and such?" I said, "Yes. They're gonna convict her, and they're gonna convict her to a long term. And what's going to happen is they're gonna utilize her for a trade." She said, "You sure?" I said, "Yes, because if she's not convicted, then she's not a pawn. She doesn't become a piece."
Yes, that was Chef said. So did.
Literally on the day when when we found out about all of that, I was like, okay, yeah, I know what this is. And I said they're gonna give her the harshest sentence, and it ain't gonna be finished until the trial is over. And what's gonna happen, right? And this is not a pop my collar or a toot my horn thing, but the thing is, at this point, they knew what was up. They were just waiting till it was necessary. She played over there. That's where she lives for part of the year, which means they knew what was up.
Yeah,
They knew what was up.
she makes a killing over there in Russia.
And that's the point,
And
yo.
that's the whole point, that she makes a killing over there, that she needs that money.
Because they ain't gonna give it to her in America. unless unless jokingly, well, I considered it a joke the first time, but then after looking at it, maybe, possibly, maybe they are to emulate what Shaq been talking about all along, is it's just lower the rim. I mean, that's just me. I don't believe it to be true, because if you work on your legs a little bit more, work on the little flashiness, maybe just maybe you'll be start putting butts in them seats. But then
Yeah,
again,
but
that's just
how do you get the people to come and watch the WNBA? Maybe it's the marketing strategy that they have.
Cool. What if the inclusion that everybody wants? What if the melding of the genders and everything that everybody wants? What if we give them what they want? So last night on the show, what I stated is when people said, what can we do to make the WNBA better? I stated if the WNBA players, in order to make it to the WNBA league, had to run through the identical gauntlet of activity, exercise, and competition as the men. They would have to play against the men. They would have to dunk against the men. They would have to take, the physicality of the game against the men. Now, it may filter out a lot of our wonderful sisters. However, the ones that would make it, shit, they would be animals. They would be bananas. What's happening right now is people say, "Oh, the marketing. The people don't know how to market. They don't know how. The people
Sorry.
don't know." Yeah, I already know. Do not disturb, woman. Right? But when people say, "Oh, people don't know how to market the WNBA," we have to remember there's 30 NBA teams, there's 12 WNBA teams.
correct.
Every single WNBA team is owned by the NBA team from that city. Okay,
Mhm.
so the people that the
Independent.
number one marketed basketball league in the universe, in the Milky Way galaxy, is the NBA. So that's the same people that control the WNBA. The money comes from the NBA. So it's the same people. So we have to think, what is the factor that is different? It's the skill level. It's the game. It's the pace of the game. Why
That's
is it
what I
that
said.
why is it that a Sweet 16, what you call it, a UConn ladies NCAA game better than a freaking WNBA game? I believe that. I've seen UConn go ham. They
UConn used to
do.
go ham every year.
That's what I'm saying. That was more exciting game than what we see in the WNBA.
Like,
So yeah, bro. So when we talk about the money, and the WNBA has functioned at a $10 million deficit since 1996, which means 26 years. They've lost on average $10 million a year. They've never turned a profit. So that means $260 million lost since its inception. And the crazy part about it, it's not like all 30 NBA team owners have a WNBA team. So all of that loss is assumed by just 12, which is that loss is being assumed by, 40 something percent,
but
almost
do you?
40%.
But you know, the average player makes over $100,000 in the WNBA.
Yeah, yes. And remember, the ones that's in the six figures, those are the ballers. You
Yes,
understand what I'm saying? Right. And
yes.
the maximum salary is WNBA salary has been around what,
Bench
220
warmers.
something.
Andre, he's talking about bench warmers. Bench warmers. Like even your 6 man bench warmer versus the NBA, the bench warmer makes over a million, 2 million, 3 million, all the way up to 8 million. What is that? What is the market telling you? Even though you're promoted by cereal, you're on the, like I said, you're on the Wheaties box, you're on the Cheerios box, you're in the video games, you're into the movies. What else can they do for you? And then and it doesn't it doesn't wrap anything around my mind to saying that going up against the men, who and why? Go up at my best going up against your best. Is that going to actually work? Is that going to actually put butts in the seats? I don't think it is, because I told you you're going to get slaughtered. But then again, I might be wrong. But again, there was a time where I said Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie, and Rebecca Lobo. You put them all on one team, along with some other people on the team. I couldn't even name them all. As a matter of fact, that those were my only three that I liked. You put the rest of them on there with the Shaqs, the Penny Hardaways, and the Scottie Pippens and everybody else. See what you do. And if you actually win, you can get butts in the seats. But that's the only way I can see it. Players from the NBA already has contribute money to you. They contribute millions of dollars to you. So what else but I'm asking Chef, what else can they do?
At this point, what else can they do?
I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm saying, because you got to remember,
what we're trying to do is we're trying to warm Andrea's heart. We're trying to warm her up.
You trying to warm my heart for what? We're trying to warm my heart for what?
We're trying to find a way to make things better.
Look, I said they had I said they had a wrong marketing schedule. I said they had a they're not marketing them good enough. I definitely said that, but I definitely think that they thinking that they're gonna you asked Lisa Leslie, she said tell the players who go gambling to donate that salary. So is that being fair?
Yeah, that's disrespectful. I got to speak to that piece, and not doing a shameless plug, but what the hell, we gonna do it since you recapping it. If you go to my show, our show yesterday called WNBA, Welfare's Next Best Asset. See what it did there? WNBA, Welfare's Next Best Asset, and we spoke to the fact that the WNBA literally it's almost like, what is it? 413C is pretty much like a nonprofit. It is a nonprofit. You get what I'm saying?
Just like Green Bay.
It's a nonprofit, right? And then Green Bay is publicly traded. Well, not publicly traded, but you understand, you can buy shares to it, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, that it's a non-freaking right. And here's the crazy thing of it: it's each of the teams are owned by literally NBA team owners. So they're taking and allocating their own budget from this over here so the girls can have something to play with. No disrespect to our sisters. I recognize what you bring to the world, the universe, and you are a pathway to this earthly realm, because we have to move through your birth canal. So no disrespect. But when you look at it from a business standpoint, it's like, yeah, okay, people are not looking for this right now, but we're going to do this here. We're going to throw this. This is for the ladies. Here you go, ladies. And that's what it is. And it has not become something that even the ladies promote.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to take this camera out to the street and have conversation with folks on the street. Stay tuned. But if I go to 50 people and ask 50 people to name me 3 WNBA teams, women, how many? If I ask them to name 1 or 2, how many?
LA Sparks.
Do they?
Right.
New York Liberty.
I mean, you get it, because you know what I mean. We can name them, we know, right?
Right.
Chicago Sky, all of that stuff. But here's the thing, right? Now, all 3 of us we're content creators, so we're expect to know a little more. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You in pocket, you hanging around Raw B, so ain't gonna, she hit you with a shitload of information. She'll tell you about yourself, and we'll just use the information to do. So we are held at a higher standard, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just talking about average people, average people, you know? And then when it comes down to it, the pushback we'll say is like, well, they're not promoting it right. But think about it. You men are not promoting us women right, but we have equal rights.
Oh,
We
yeah.
are just as strong. Anything you can do,
It
I
comes
can do
full circle.
better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, you can. You remember that shit?
Just because the men had to
Right.
go and fight in I think it was either World War One or World War II. I think it was World War One, and women had to take over baseball. The women had to take over baseball. Does not necessarily mean you think you're 10 times better than. No, you can't. You can swing a baseball. You can swing a baseball. You can throw a baseball. Hell, you can possibly. I'll put it like this: the average woman can run faster than the average man. I'll give you that.
Huh?
I said it. Yes, I said it.
Oh Lord.
I don't know. I don't. Wait. I don't understand.
But I didn't say
Did you
all.
wait?
I
You
didn't say
did
all.
you
I
say
didn't say
that?
all women.
Wait. You just said that the average woman can run faster than the average man.
Yes. Maybe I said that wrong. Can I backtrack my statement, please?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I really need
I said it wrong because I
to
should have.
think
What I
about
should have
that, even
said.
in terms of human physiology.
I flunked science, but I would say this. Listen, you can get those that can run faster than the average male, but I didn't say strength. I didn't say
Oh, you
endurance.
talking about during domestic violence? Okay, I understand now. Yeah,
I didn't
no,
even
I'm
go.
trying.
I didn't even go. See, you went, Andrea. I just want to let you know that
They see we
I
are
want to
not
put this
coming.
on record that you, Chef, said that. I
Okay.
did not
No,
say that.
we're not saying that. No, I just think they might be a better marketing team, better than what they are doing. And I don't think that it's gonna change about them making the money. They might have to go overseas. And what they don't know is some of the NBA players go overseas themselves to make good money. Look at what's his name? What's the dude who played in China? I forgot what his name was. Oh Lord,
I know who you're talking about, but he's
Stephon Marbury.
Marbury, yes, he got a whole thing in China. Okay, so he had to go over to China. Jim Ferret had to go over to China. So I just don't understand is how do the WNBA players think they don't have to go over there if the NBA players are doing the same thing?
Well,
The thing.
let's look at Stephen Marbury. Stephen Marbury was good back then when he played for New York, but then after so many amount of years, he started being trashy. So, I mean, that was and
Whoa.
hey,
No. Whoa.
you want to defend that? Go
Wait.
ahead.
Hold on. I got
Stephon
now. I
Marbury
have to
after a few
concur.
years ago was
Look,
trash.
no. Hold on 1 second. Let me say this to you. Stephon Marbury, before he left, was not trash.
Yes.
Now, maybe, I may take issue because he's from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn and all of that. But outside of that, Stephon Marbury was nice. It was the system that he
Yeah,
was
back
in, and
then.
it was the specific teams. And that's why, remember, he was not just able to dominate within that country, he was able to dominate within an international level. And he was able to earn more than he was going to get here. But
No. I'm not
call
talking
him
about China.
you
I'm
can't
talking
call him
about when he was playing
trash
for
though.
New
When you
York.
say that he was trash, Stephon Marbury, even at his lowest scoring point within the NBA, was better than a lot of dudes in the NBA. And he was one of the ones that fell victim to the system and the
Yes.
actual flow of the game when it came to, the style of the game that some people play ISO. You know, it's some people like the triangle offense, and
Chef,
some
chef,
players will flourish in one system versus another. But
chef, your
Stephon
food's
Marbury,
your
he was
food's going
nice, bro.
cold. Your food's going cold, bro. Your
Oh,
food's
here
going
we
cold.
go.
So you mean to tell me if I were to name at least five
I
point
think
guards,
some
and he
players.
don't even consider himself a point guard?
I think some players. Okay, look. Let's take Andrew Wiggins. Just take him. I think some players get messed up in people's system, and then when they go to a different system, they play better. So you could even take Andrew Williams when he got to when he got first he got drafted by Cleveland. We was like, who is this? And then he went to Minnesota. But then when he went to Golden State, I was like, okay, the system is different for him. So it could be the system. He's right. It could be the system.
Now I gotta get on you now. He was already on in a system that was winning.
Actually,
You
he
had
wasn't.
three. It's three. Oh wow.
Now,
Okay.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let. Sometimes I be speaking too far. I'm gonna let you go. Walk that path. That. Do
Okay.
your thing.
Okay. Kevin Durant.
Oh God, Jesus.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Kevin Durant went into that system. Right. People said that he was garbage when he was at I forgot what team he was, but after he
Go.
went to
He
Golden
was
State,
in Oklahoma City with
Oklahoma City, with that butt breaking. You know what? His name will be named nameless. Westbrook. I don't even know what he's doing right now. But when he went to
played for
that
the Lakers.
system, I know
He
he
played for
plays
the
for the
Lakers.
Lakers, but I said he's gonna be named nameless. I can't believe I mentioned his name. That's my fault. But when he went to Golden State, how many championship rings did he win? Two.
Kevin Durant has
Too.
Two.
two rings. Okay.
Andrew Wiggins went to that
Mhm.
same system. How many championships did he win?
Andrew
One.
Wiggins just won one. He just won one. He just got one.
Anybody can go to a system where they're already winning and win a championship. I wish it could happen. I wish the same thing could happen to I can't believe I mentioned his name. Steve Nash. Steve Nash hasn't won a ring. I wish the same thing can happen to the dude that plays for the Trailblazers.
Okay,
But
but back to your point about Kevin Durant. Have Kevin Durant won a ring since he left Golden State?
no,
Okay, then I proved my point. Then it's the system. And plus, I never
and
thought he
that's
was
the
a leader.
but
I
no,
never thought
you're
he was a
proving
leader
my
anyway.
point. You're proving
Uh-huh.
my point about Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins can go to that. Anybody can go to it again. Anybody can go to Golden State where you already have Stephen Curry, um, Draymond Green, ew, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson, three established brothers who have already won two championships. Who already won two championships without them.
But
Already but
it
then
wouldn't
again,
be
you
no
add on somebody who's great, and again, you're winning.
system without the players. So you need both, don't you? I'm just asking a question.
Okay then. But I'm saying anybody can. My point is anybody can go to that system. So
Well,
what's Chef's point?
Kyrie haven't won an NBA championship since LeBron James. So was it the system or was it the players? Which one was it then? Because he still
Kyrie,
haven't won a
he's a different
championship.
cat.
Oh God, y'all always say something like he a different cat.
He
I'm just saying. I'm
he
just
I
saying it.
gotta defend my boy. I gotta defend my boy Kyrie. He's a whole different cat. But that's beside the point. I ain't mean to go to that route. But bottom line to all this is Kyrie helped at least build up some type of equity in a sense for the WNBA. And at this point, Chef, um, Andrea, I don't know what else. I don't know what else they can do. I'm stuck at this point.
and I have to go. I got some phone calls from sick kids, so they calling me. The schools are calling me. I love you guys. I appreciate everybody coming in here, but I got 2 kids.
No, you ain't going nowhere. Yo, we on Lock Nation. Grab the duct tape and the rope, yo.
I got
Them kids know how to walk. Them kids know how to walk.
I got the feet.
I got kids. The school is calling me. Kids are sick. I'm like, oh, there's a lot going over here with Lich House. But I thank everybody for coming in and having this conversation. Thank you, Chef. Thank We Unlocked. Thank you, Derek. Everybody who came in.
Shouts out to Derek.
Yes. And go check out Chef Shapino's show that we did last night. It was a wonderful show. He had a trailer. Go check out the trailer. It was a good conversation.
Yep, with WNBA, welfare's next best asset. And you already know the only time you're going to catch Chef in the daytime when he's on the corporate clock is going to be on Andrea's channel, because you can't do it on mine. Yeah, the ops and all of that.
So please share and subscribe. I'm trying to get to my 1,000 by my birthday. My birthday is January 28th. So I'm trying to get to my 1,000 by my birthday. And that's my goal for myself. So please share me out. Tell your friends, tell your grandma, share and subscribe to the channel. Okay. And I appreciate everybody. Y'all have a wonderful day. Okay.
Yep, we are locked. Don't ever, you don't know, you don't argue with Andrea when it comes to them sports, family. She don't play that. That's that. All right, yo. Have a good one.
Thanks, Chef.
Peace.
So I thank y'all. I appreciate you guys having this conversation. I will talk to y'all later. I got a call, some sick kids. I love you guys. I will talk to y'all later.
Love in the ocean, but if you wanna go insane, either way, baby, we could go all night. We could do it all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal? Do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead. We could go all night.
I've been calm, cool, collected, but you pushing on my nerves, and I knowing your intention, I'm under pressure. Okay, I'm admitting that a couple things I said got acidic in the tone, in the presence I get careless. Long as you know I come with imperfections. When you look at me, you see the soul through my flesh. You something special. Know you looking bomb, the way you dress it, gone flex it, hold it still and let my mind digest. You got the leverage, you got the upper handle on the situation. You worthy of a million more of the storms that we weathered. We fight, retreating, then fuck, but you trying to kill the cycle. When nobody's stressing that body like me, I know the way you like it. I treat you like a queen, run the castle.
We could do it all night.